Sarah here. I am sitting outside. So pretty. And I wanted to come on super quick to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind lately. Like literally yesterday, I got really inspired by this specific subject. This is one of my favorite things to talk about within business coaching and within like life coaching and everything in general. Hey Angelique, how are you? So I wanted to start off here by saying hi. Happy end of 2018. I hope that you've been reviewing everything that you've been doing. I hope that as a result of the review, you've really been focusing on the positives that have happened to you in your business in 2018 as well. So like, what were the biggest milestones that you've had? Oh, I'm doing great, Angelique. Thank you for asking. What were your biggest milestones for 2018 for your business? And what is it exactly that you really want to expand and grow into in 2019? Okay, so if you're watching the replay, feel free to put in the comments below #replay. If you're watching live, give me some highs or some love. I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, let us know. Angelique said I started on it and then I gave up on it because of fear. No, this is exactly what I'm talking about. But I really want to grow it in 2019. Okay, so why is it that we allow our fears to kind of take control? I'm going to try to find, hey Melina, how are you? So nice to see you on here. So why is it that we decide to let our fears take the first seat? Oh my God, I feel like I can't see anything here. Is that better? Ooh, that's better. Okay. Hey Mary, how are you? Nice to see you on here as well. Tell me how you're doing. Oh, so awesome. So when we have fears, first off, when we have big dreams, it's so easy to dream, right? That's why so many people are like, yeah, I'm totally going to start a business, or I'm totally going to scale my business. And then they don't actually end up doing it because the fears take control. And the fears will take control in each and every step that you have in your business. So whether it's when you're first starting out and you really want to publish your Facebook page, but you're really afraid of other people's judgments of you, or if it's when you've gotten a few clients and you really want to make a 6-figure business, but you're so afraid of investing because you've had a bad experience of investing in your business before or something like that, it's always going to happen. You're always going to have that fear to take the next up level. When you're hiring your first team member, the fear is always going to be, what if I can't afford to pay them? What if my business isn't going as well as as it has been going? What if something else happened? What if? And when we focus on those what ifs, when we focus on the what ifs of what if all of these terrible things happen, we are betting against ourselves, right? So Angelique says, I let fear take over because of self-doubt, which ties into fear. I need to change my mindset. Absolutely. So we're going to talk about that right now. Mary, I think it's Mary, or if it's Melina on here, how are you doing? And where are you watching from? Let me know. Okay, so when we focus on those fears, it's like a downward spiral of focusing on fears. And then all of a sudden we're not focusing on the dream anymore, right? Then it doesn't become about the dream. It becomes about the fears related to that dream. And usually those fears come from our ego that's trying to protect us against failure. They usually come from our money mindset issues. So, I can't afford to invest in my business because of XYZ, because I already have debt, or because I don't have enough savings, or whatever it is. But all of those things are literally just excuses that are in our heads, right? Because there are plenty of people who go into 6-figure businesses, for example, and take out a line of credit to get there, but they believe in themselves enough that they're going to do it, that they're going to go for it. Whereas there are people who have like a ton of money in their bank accounts who will never go for their dreams because they're afraid that it won't work. Okay, so sometimes the money piece isn't actually the biggest piece that is stopping you, right? We might think factually that that's what it is, but there's always so much more that's at play there. Angelique says, I'm in a perfect spot right now where I have the ability to just do it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you, and this is something that has helped me so much within my business, for my clients as well, and all of the coaching that I've been able to do as a result of this amazing business and life that I've created for myself, is that you really want to make sure that you are transforming into what it is that you want to be. And so this is a very spiritual practice. This is something that comes internally. It is not external, okay? And a lot of our fears around money, a lot of our fears around doubt, a lot of our fears around lack of confidence and failure, those are external things, okay? When you look deep inside of yourself, okay, and if you look at yourself and everything that you're doing, I feel like I'm glowing. If you look at, the sun is like peering out from the leaves. I'm gonna like try to go like this, but then I have like chin fat over there. Let me see if I can move a little bit. Oof. Oh, there's still sun. You guys, it's just really sunny here. Okay, so if you start to think of yourself and your body and you on this earth as a vessel, okay? So it's not you. And you start to think about yourself as a vessel, as a tool to do something that is so pure and that is so beautiful, to go and help and inspire other people, whether it's crafting the perfect website for them, or helping them with their relationships, or helping them with their business, trying to grow their business. When you can set aside all of your fears of you, Angelique, for example, or me, Sarah, and when you can actively say, okay, these fears that are a part of my human experience are preventing me from really expanding into my spiritual experience and into my life's purpose. That's when this is going to start to make sense for you. Okay, so how often are you allowing your fears to not, to create a barrier for you to really step into your purpose? Everything that you know that you can achieve in your lifetime. I just watched, I think it was an Instagram story from someone who I've been following for a really, really long time. And she was like, she had this Ask Me Anything within her Instagram story. And one of the questions was, you know, like, how do you make the decision to leave your 9-to-5 because you know that it's just not lifting you up, but at the same time, like, you're afraid to take the leap. You're afraid to take the leap into whatever it is that you really want to do. And her answer to that was like, you only live once. And I love that answer because that really steps you away from from all of the external factors within your life, within the I don't have enough money, or the I don't have enough time, or I don't come from the right family, or all of those things. It takes you out of that, and it really allows you to transform and to step into the person that you know that you're meant to become. The person that you need to be in order for you to really expand into your business and make the impact that you really want to make. So every single time that I go through this myself, I always, like, literally, I look out, and I know, like, it's very easy for me too, because I have, like, a beautiful scenery right now within where I live. But I mean, I didn't always have this, right? Like, a year ago, I had just quit my 9-to-5, and I was still in my Toronto apartment. And I had faith that all of this was going to happen, and it happened even better than I could have imagined. But what I've always constantly had to do is just kind of sit with myself and say, okay, how is what I am doing part of a higher purpose for me and for my community and for, like, the greater good of all women? Okay, how is me stepping up and playing bigger going to help me expand, and at the same time going to help me complete that higher purpose that really resonates with the whole idea of you only live once, right? How are my fears keeping me from really being able to complete that? And once you step into that, and once you're like, holy shit, there is so much more out there than just these fears, than just, you know, the Sarah who came from an immigrant family who has, like, a huge poverty mindset and, like, huge money mindset issues, or, like, the Sarah who had a lot of lack of self-confidence, or the Sarah who's been, like, riddled with anxiety for the past few years. How is what I'm doing greater than that? And once I do that, I'm like, oh my goodness, these fears and all of these doubts become so much less significant, if that makes sense, because then you start to function out of a place where you're like, okay, it's technically not just me who's doing this, right? So this is not Sarah, the girl who's a daughter of new immigrants, who, you know, has had all of these issues happening in her life. This is like, I am a soul, and from my soul, I am creating this major transformation, both for myself and for the people who are around me. And once you can step into that, once you can step into the like, holy shit, there's so much more working here than just me and just my past experiences, that's when you can really start to expand into everything that you want to do. And so one of the best ways that I've been able to do this as well, and Angelique, I'm going to get to a few of your comments in a second. One of the best ways that I've been able to do this as well is literally give myself an alter ego. Okay, so what is your alter ego? So maybe for you, it's easier for you to say, okay, you know, for example, Sarah's not going on live, but Sassy Sierra is, right? So the Sarah who has all of these fears and doubts and anxieties and who like is afraid of investing in her business or is afraid of hiring a team, she's not the one who's doing that. Sassy Sierra is. And when Sassy Sierra does that, it completely takes me away from my past experiences, and it can really put me into that place of, well, what does Sassy Sierra do that I don't? Does that make sense to you guys? If that makes sense, give me some love, or give me like, just like, let me know in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, I'd love to hear from you about this, because I feel like these are really, really important things that we all need to consider when we're planning our next year and when we're really planning our business. And so that, and really, really putting ourselves into this spot where we're not making decisions from fear. We're making decisions from a place of, I have one life, I have choices. I am the one who creates my life. I am the one who designs my own life. And if I'm going to constantly be making choices from fear, then I'm never going to get anywhere, right? Okay, now I'm going to go to Angelique's comments. My laptop broke, so now I'm trying to save money for a Mac so I can start working on my business again. I'm in a perfect spot right now. Looks sunny and gorgeous. This Con Edison transformer exploded in NYC the other day, and I thought it was the end of the world. Oh, yes, exactly. So, and sometimes it just takes like that one thing to just be like, damn, I am not doing exactly what it is that I want to do. And why aren't I doing it? Right? Like, life is so fragile. I don't know how much longer I have here. I don't know how much, you know, like, I don't know how much longer I have with my family. I don't know how much longer I can stay at home with my kids. Whatever it is for you. You know, like, I think we have to wake up from our current circumstances and understand that when we only look at our future as a result of our current circumstances, we're not going to get to where we want to be. We need to look at our future and start to make decisions in our future, or start to make decisions in our present based on where we want to be in the future, not based on our current circumstances. That is what's keeping you from getting clients. That is what's keeping you from making 6 figures. That is what's keeping you from making 5-figure months. Okay? Because when we only think from that place, we can't create that change. And we can't create that change for other people either. Because if we're still stuck in those circumstances, how are we going to ask someone else to rise above those circumstances? And that's where getting clients gets really, really tricky for a lot of people. Okay? It's not as easy as just being like, I have a laptop, I know social media, you know, like, I'm just going to go out there and sign on some clients, and, you know, like, I'm going to download a whole bunch of free freebies. Hey, Abby, how are you? So nice to see you here as well. And I'm just going to do this business, right? Like, you've probably already tried all of that already. You've probably even already tried, you know, like, taking some small courses and realizing that those small courses are not getting you to where you want to be either, because they don't have enough information and they don't have enough support. And I went through that as well. I went through the small courses. I did all of the little things because I was acting from a place of present circumstances, and I wasn't making decisions based on my future. I was making decisions based on my present circumstances, and that is why my business didn't grow for a really long time. Okay, once I really started to put this into play, and once I amplified this, it's almost like a bacteria. So every single time that you have this opportunity to up level, and every single time that you're in that circumstance, as soon as you up level once, okay, to get to the next step, it's almost like a bacteria that you have to keep on multiplying and multiplying. So, you know, like, how much are you going to invest in your business? How much are you going to invest in growing your community? How much are you going to invest in your operations? What do you need to do to get there. And once you decide what you need to do to get there, you need to take that action and take those leaps. Because if you're not taking action, if you're not taking those leaps, it's going to be so much harder for you, and you're probably going to be sitting at your desk for months and months and months more on end, not knowing, well, what if I had just taken that leap sooner? Right? Like, what if I had just done that thing that I really wanted to do? What if I did it sooner? Okay? And so that's my message for you guys today, is to really, really think about how you can transform outside of your present circumstances to really get to the business and the life that you absolutely dream of, because it's so possible for you. Okay? And you guys, I can help you with this. So if you feel like you really resonate with my message, and you are the type of person who wants to go big, and you actually do the work, okay? You actually do the work. You're going to take the inspired action, and you really want to hit 5-figure months or high income months, whatever it is for you, I have one more spot left at my current prices, my 2018 prices, and then the price is going up, and I'm going to be fully booked for a while. So if you feel like this is your calling, if you're just like, oh my goodness, this is it, like this woman is like so reading my mind, I have left the link to book a call with me up in the comments, or like in the subject line above. If you have any questions about it, feel free to pop your questions below, or you can send me a DM. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. My clients are signing up back-to-back clients. They're growing their communities by the hundreds every single month. They're hitting their highest months in business, okay? If they can do it, and if I can do it, if I could create 5-figure months, like out of just being a few months into my business coaching business, you freaking can too. And I can show you exactly how to do that. There are not a whole lot of people who are teaching this properly, because there are a lot of people who are like, oh, you don't need XYZ in order to get fully booked with clients. And then guess what? You don't get fully booked with clients because you're missing a few of those key ingredients, okay? And that's why I really believe in my strategy and everything that I do with my clients, because it really is about combining strategy and mindset and quick growth in order for you to see all of those amazing results that you want to see in your business. So if you feel called, if you feel really excited about this right now, and if you feel like it's my time, I'm ready, I really want to do this, I'd encourage you to apply. The link is up above. I'll also put it in the comments below. Okay? Do you guys have any questions for me right now? I'm trying to see if I can. Angelique, are you still here? At least that's my goal for, I need at least one paying client for that's my goal for 2019. Angelique, I would highly recommend that you make like a ridiculous goal that isn't just one client. You're playing way too small by just telling yourself that you need just one client. Play bigger. Start to play a bigger game for yourself. Okay? Because having small goals is not going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you the bare minimum, and you don't want the bare minimum, do you? Don't you want so much more than that? That is what I'm here for. Let me see if I can choose how to go live. No. Okay, I don't know how to put a comment below on my phone. So I'm going to put a comment below after I finish the live. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to just book a call with me. We'll see whether or not you're a good fit. You want so much more? I thought so. We all want more. And usually it's not that we're asking for too much, it's that we're not asking for enough. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.